Test. There we go. I don't know what happened to the audio, but there we go. We are a couple days late here with Android 16 Developer Preview 2, but we are going to be installing it here on my Google Pixel. Here right now, we have the phone down here on camera. I think I need to readjust that picture. Let's see. There we go, readjust that picture. But we've got the Google Pixel right here. So we're going to go ahead and install Android 16 Developer Preview 2 on it. I've been bouncing back and forth between Android 15 QPR builds and stuff like that. So we're going to go ahead and get ADB access set up here, which is just super easy right there. We're good to go, connected. So there is no OTA update for this build because it is a developer preview. The OTA updates do not start until the betas. So if you're coming from Android 15, you will have to either manually flash it using ADB, or you can use the Android Flash tool at flash.android.com. All you do is connect your phone, enable USB debugging, connect it via ADB this way, and you can flash any of these builds right here. You can go back to the public build. You can go to QPR1 beta 3.1, you can go to 15 QPR2 beta 2, which is what the phone is on right now, or you can flash Android 16 Developer Preview 2, which is what we're going to be flashing right now, and then we're going to check out some of the new features. There are a couple different things here in this build that are pretty cool. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show while we wait on the flash tool to do all the work. So we're just going to allow always from this computer, and then hit allow, and it's going to restart and do everything that it needs to do here. As always, I've done this a couple times, so you guys have seen the process before, but for those of you who haven't, this is how you install Android 16. And then, I need to go back and turn on OEM unlocking real quick. I forgot to turn that on. So it should reboot for us here, and let us do that real quick. All right, so what we forgot to do here is we forgot to enable OEM unlock. So that prevents the bootloader from unlocking to install this update, which it has to do. So we need to go into settings, system, developer options, and we need to go down here and turn on OEM unlocking. It's going to ask for our passcode, and then we're going to enable that. We are going to make sure USB debugging is still on, which it is. So now we should be able to just click retry right here on the tool, hit install, confirm, accept, and yep, there we go. We're back off to the races. All right, so we're gonna have to unlock the bootloader, so we're gonna just click start. It's gonna ask you for confirmation over here on the phone. So you just need to go and scroll down with the arrow or with the volume key, and then make it so it says unlock the bootloader. Push the power key right there. It's going to give you a warning, and then it will go ahead and restart, and the bootloader is now unlocked. That also wipes your data, so just be aware of that. You're going to need a backup. But once that's done, you can see the tool is now doing its thing. It's downloading the build, and then it's going to install it on the phone. So we're just going to give this a couple minutes, and we'll come back when it's done. All right, so you can see that was a really quick download. It's going to reboot the device back into the bootloader, and then it's going to go ahead and start installing all the files. And again, this is fully automatic. You can manually flash it using Android developer tools, but using the Android flash tool is just super easy. It takes care of all the legwork for you, and it unlocks the bootloader, installs the update, relocks the bootloader, takes care of everything for you. All you have to do is click a couple buttons and then sit here and wait. All right, so it is now done. It is going to have us relock the bootloader. Because this is official software, you don't have to leave the bootloader unlocked. So same process as unlocking it. Scroll down, hit the button, hit done, and then wait for the device to reboot. And the device is going to reboot here. And then once that's complete, you'll get a all clear message here once it comes back up. There you go, install complete. And then once it says install complete, it is safe to go ahead and unplug your device. And then it's going to restart here and boot up. And I did have that bug on Android 16 Developer Preview 1 where the screen brightness would go to 0% when the phone was sleeping, and then you wake it back up and your brightness would be at 0%. I did get an email back on my bug report, and that issue should now be corrected in beta 2. Or sorry, Developer Preview 2. So we shouldn't be having that issue anymore. All right. And then, like I said, it does reset your device anytime you unlock the bootloader or install a beta like this. So that has to be reset up. So I'm going to take a second and set up the phone, and then I'll show you you guys some of the things new here in Developer Preview 2. So I just got to reconnect it to my Wi-Fi and all that kind of stuff. All right, connect this back to the Wi-Fi. And I am going to try to restore it from a backup. Android 16 has been good about restoring everything, like the home screen and all that kind of stuff, which is really nice, because I hated that about the other version, how it would not restore your home screen. It was really annoying to have to set up the home screen every time. But Android 16 now seems like it's going to restore the home screen for you. So hopefully that works again. And if I can get my password right here. And get it connected to the Wi-Fi. There we go. I hope I have an older backup with my home screen on it. That way I can just restore everything without having to set it up again. And I'm going to have to do the authentication, which should pop up on here. And it did. Let's see, I'm going to use an older backup because it's got everything already set up on it. All right, so it should be restoring from the backup here. So there we go. We're just going to have to accept a couple more things here. Yes. Yep. We're going to use Gemini. All right. Yep. No, I don't need that. No thanks. All right, so that's going to restore here, hopefully. All right, it says we're all set. So let's see if my home screen stayed the same. Nope, we didn't get it restored that time, unfortunately. So I will have to set the home screen back up, but I don't really need it set up like that to show you guys some of the new changes and stuff like that. So we'll go in here and look at these things. We'll go into settings. One of the big ones is the fact that now on the, let's see, where is it? Security, device unlock, fingerprint unlock. So there's now an option on, I think it's the Pixel 8 and the Pixel 9 series. All the ones with the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, there is a screen off fingerprint unlock now. So you can unlock your phone with this screen completely off. Since it has an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, you don't need the backlight of the screen to have let the fingerprint sensor work. So there is, screen off fingerprint unlock is now an option here on Developer Preview 2. We still have the mode stuff, all that kind of stuff here. The new modes, that's still there. Let me see if we have any of the... I think we have the new animation for the app drawer here as well, because that kind of looks like it's doing its little bubbly deal like it does in QPR2 Beta 2. So that looks like it's the same. Let's go back to the developer settings here and see if we have the new page size for the memory. Yeah, so we do have the boot with 16 kilobyte page size. The bootloader does have to be unlocked to use that right now. I believe that's something that will change in the future to where you don't have to have an unlocked bootloader. Well, it should change in the future when you don't have to have an unlocked bootloader, because that's something that should be rolling out mainstream on the supported devices. But the boot with the 16 kilobyte page size just enables like faster speeds and stuff like that, faster memory, I believe it is. So the phone will boot a little bit faster. Apps do have to be updated to take advantage of it, so not everything is going to support it right now or be any faster on it, but it reduces the load times of certain things to between 0.5 and 0.8 seconds, so very negligible amount, but overall it does make the device a little bit speedier using the larger page size on the kernel. So that is something that is coming in Android 16. It may even come in Android 15 because it is in the QPR2 beta 2. It came out in that one, and it also has carried over here to Android 16. So they are kind of mixing some of the features between Android 15 and Android 16 in the betas. So just whether we see it in Android 15 or Android 16, we're not really going to know until it comes out, because some stuff that was in the 16 beta is now in the 15 beta. So we might get it there. How's it going, Dennis? But that is one of the big new features, is that as well as the screen off fingerprint unlock on the, like I said, I believe it's supported on the Pixel 8 and up. Anything with the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor should be able to use the screen off fingerprint sensor. So that is Android 16 Android 16 Developer Preview 2. We should be getting the beta here, I want to say first of the year, sometime in January, February-ish, somewhere around there. So we should be rolling out the beta here soon. I believe we are only expecting two developer previews from the timeline I saw. I don't know if that's changed. I don't know exactly when we'll get the beta, but once the beta comes out, you should be able to enroll your supported device, which is a Pixel 6 or up. You should be able to enroll it for the beta program and get the update from the OTA updates. You don't have to flash it or anything like that. Like I said, you only have to flash this because it is a developer preview. But that is Android 16 Developer Preview 2 installed here on my Google Pixel 6 Pro, Google Pixel 9 Pro XL right there. Very nice phone. Love this phone. I've been using it for a lot of ROMs and betas and stuff like that. I've had so much software to play around with on this thing. It's crazy, and I really, really love trying out different software. So I don't use this phone as my daily driver, but I do play around with it for, like I said, custom ROMs and using Android 15 betas and the Android 16 developer preview. So really good phone for that, because a lot of different stuff is supported and it's first to get the updates. So I will be doing some videos on Android 16 as well here coming up shortly once we get some more features and stuff like that once it rolls out into beta. So make sure if you're not already subscribed, you subscribe to the channel. Of course, we do have our One UI Samsung coverage as well. And we will have stuff on the Galaxy S25 Ultra when that comes out here and about a month. I'm Colin with Techout. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and as always,